Testing. All right, everybody. Today we will be working on the infamous 17-minute Benchy. Um, so all I've done is downloaded a Benchy. It's the correct one. I haven't messed with any of the settings. This is all just on the standard, as you guys can see right here. It's just on the standard settings. I think I'll have to change the speed, but I'm not going to change it here. I'll actually change it on the device here in a second. Let's see if you guys can see this. So over here in the device settings, there is a place where I can put this in ludicrous mode. I don't know if that's what I need to do, but we'll see. I'll give it a couple minutes for some more people to join, and then that's what we'll be doing. We'll go ahead and slice this, see what that time says, and then see what we can do to get this to the 16 and a half minute or 17-minute Benchy. So we'll give it about 5 minutes, everybody. Here in a couple minutes, we'll go ahead and get this Benchy started. Give it a couple minutes, more people to join, and then we'll go ahead and print this thing out. All right, let's get the show on the road. So as I said before, I haven't looked into anything. I don't know. I haven't tried to slice this thing yet to see just on the standard settings um, what the speed is, but I do think I will have to put it in ludicrous mode or whatever to get the 16-minute Benchy, but we'll find out here in a minute. The black PLA that I have here is eSun PLA, which is super good. So is this white. But for this, since Benchy's claiming, or since Bambu's claiming, the 16 and a half minute thing and all of that, we'll go ahead and use their filament on there. So in my first AMS, I have this blue color here that is from Bambu Labs. So we will change the filament color on that. Where's the change filament? There it is. And we'll put that to blue. All right, and then I have this just on the standard settings. The 0.2 millimeter standard. Let's turn off support, so no support. No prime tower, we don't need that, so we're just gonna print this guy right here. And let's see what just slicing that gets us. Okay, so model time 41 minutes there. So that is not the 17-minute Benchy. All right, so let's go back to prepare. Let's try going into this extra draft mode here. Slice that and see what it says. Still at 31 minutes there. And see what I think you need to do for that, and maybe I'll just look it up here in a minute. But I want to see how much of this printer is just intuitive. I think that's the kind of the whole point of the Bambu Lab is just, kind of being intuitive. And to be honest with you, I read the instructions that told me to take out these screws in here, and that was basically it. I haven't really looked at anything else, but within here is this ludicrous mode right here that you can switch it to. So we'll probably send it the way that it is here, put it in ludicrous mode, and we'll put the timer on there and see how long it takes it to print. If it doesn't do it in the 17 minutes, then I guess I'll research on the internet. But this is with no research, just downloading a Benchy from Thingiverse and using their filament, putting it in their preset fast draft thing or whatever. I believe that's the fastest one. If not, correct me in the comments here, but I believe that's the fastest preset one there. And we'll send it and we'll put it in ludicrous mode and we'll see what it does. All right, let's hit print. And I changed the view over there. Let me get this sent and then I'll bring it up to where you can see the control panel. There it is. And I think I can change this now. Yeah, so we'll put it over into ludicrous mode. And it's still saying 39 minutes on that. Now, the first 7 minutes are it leveling the bed and doing its flow test stuff, so I'm not counting that piece of it. But we'll give it just a second here, kick back, relax, and this thing should start going here in a minute. It says it's preheating the bed now. If you look at all of the temperatures here, once it gets up to temperature, it'll start doing some stuff. So, see you guys in a couple minutes. Grab some coffee or something. Yeah, so the estimated time, which you can't see in the little control panel view that I have there, but maybe you can see if I move back to here. Yeah, it's showing 22 minutes, 19 minutes now that it started. Um, so we'll see. We'll see what it does. And it looks like it has a little stringy right now too. Hopefully it can get rid of that. I don't know why it takes the camera so long to load when I switch it in OBS there. Sorry about that. It looks like it has that little stringy. I think it'll catch it and send it to the bottom. But let's see. Oh, all right. So this is all part of its little ritual. Basically, what it does is it cleans the tip, purges out the old filament, puts it in, and then it'll go through bed leveling. If you've had a 3D printer that does bed leveling before, this is pretty similar as far as like going and touching each little surface and leveling it that way. But it also goes through a little LiDAR thing, and you'll be able to see the little LiDAR scans as it does the bed leveling. Then it'll go through a flow test, so it tests the flow of the nozzle and it uses LiDAR to check that, and then it does a final little pass to make sure that's good, and then it'll start printing. And once it starts printing there, that's when I'll hit the stop clock and we'll see how close to 16 and a half minutes it is or whatever. I think we'll be pretty close with these settings, and then maybe I'll go do some research and see what it actually takes to do that. Again, I think the bigger benefit of this 3D printer is just the usability of it. I'm just sending files to this thing, to be honest with you, and changing those presets in the prepare. And that's it. I'm not trying to mess around with this thing. I had my Creality, and that thing was a constant chore of messing around with stuff. I just want to 3D print stuff. So that's why I bought this printer, and we're going to see how close to that it's been. And I've had it a week now, and it has lived up to that. Like, this is pretty much plug, play, take a couple screws out, and send files to it. And even the time lapse stuff that you see on my channel, super easy. It's preset. You have to uncheck that, and so it makes it really easy to do that. And then same with the camera that's in the chamber. It's super easy to integrate into OBS. Um, and I haven't had to do any research on integrating any of that stuff either. So the one thing that you can take away from my channel is I'm not doing a whole lot of research and homework on how to print these things. I'm literally just sending them to the printer and seeing what happens. You just saw me spend 15 seconds preparing this thing and letting her go. And that's the way we'll do it. So now it's doing its LiDAR stuff, which is pretty interesting to see. Then it'll do its flow test. And so now it's doing its flow test, which if you do get one of these, when you look at the little strings that it leaves, they're like little pulsations, which you can kind of see here, which is really neat. And then you'll see it scan it with the LiDAR, and then it'll put one final pass, and that one final pass is generally perfect. It's pretty interesting how it does that. And there it goes on its final. Alright, so now should be the Benchy. And I started the timer, so we'll see how long it takes to do this Benchy. And then I'll post a follow-up video with another camera. I'm going to do that with the rest of my prints as well, and show the quality of the prints and everything. Like the Snoopy one, there was some bleed through because I did the infill purge into the infill, which I would highly recommend not doing if the outside color you have is white. And I'll do a follow-up video on the Snoopy to show why I would not recommend that. And then I'll do a follow-up video and we'll look at the quality of this Benchy and everything like that as well. But here we go with the live Benchy. I don't know why after the first layer it went over there and purged, but you can see that it put that little string in there. It's interesting. We'll see if it ruins the print and I have to start over. It's insane to see this thing on the ludicrous mode. It goes so fast. The video does not do it justice. That thing, it's insane how fast it's going. Let me just put that out there. Man, it's looked like it handled that spaghetti. Looks like it just printed right over it, which is good. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Three minutes. I'll turn my microphone on here and I'll get up close to the printer so you can get an idea of what the noise level is like. It is kind of noisy, but man, this thing is moving around, so. I don't know how well you can hear that or not. 4 minutes. 5 minutes. 6 minutes. Moving along pretty darn good. It says it's 40% of the way done. Seven minutes. Eight minutes. Almost to that halfway point. And it is at 47%. So at 8.5 minutes is half of 17, if my math this morning is correct. So we look to be on target for that. 8:20. All right, 8.5 minutes, and it's telling me it's at 48%. 'I'm brand new to this YouTube and streaming and all of that. Appreciate the like, any subscriptions, comments, any of that stuff be greatly appreciated. Ten minutes. And it says 53% completed. I think we're going to be a little bit over the 17 minutes. And if I were to try to guess where we'd have to change something to get it down, would be that first layer. I think it went really slow on the first layer, which is in the settings. Really slow on the first layer, and then it went over there and wiped the nozzle, and I believe it was changing the heat from 240 or 250 back down to 220, which added a little bit of a delay in there, which I think if we took that out and just made it print from the first layer up, then we'd probably be really close to that 16 and a half. 11 minutes, that's saying 56% done. Twelve minutes, and it's saying 59, almost 60%. 13 minutes, saying 63%. 14 minutes. I'm going to go over there and take a sneak peek at the quality. See what it looks like through the window here. In the camera, it looks fairly good. Oh, yeah. That's as good as any Benchy off my Creality. That took hours. Yeah, I don't have any stringing or anything on that lower piece. Yeah, no stringing or anything in those holes in the front of the boat. My Creality like to do that. no matter how much I messed with the pullback on it. No, quality is looking good. When it's done, I'll spin it around and put it on that camera so you can see it. But it looks one of the better benches I've ever printed, to be honest. Fifteen and a half minutes. 16 minutes. So I don't think we're going to hit the 16 and a half. I don't think we're going to hit the 17. We'll see what it comes out here. And I think I'll try to make some changes, or I'll do some quick research to see what settings they are and print it again. You can see all of the colors that I have in both my AMSs. So if there's a particular color you want to see, let me know and I'll print it in that color. Just put it in the chat. And let's see, the blue, one of the whites, the yellow, brown, and red are all Bambu Labs filament. The green one's some generic. The white and the black on the first AMS are eSun PLA Plus. All right, 17 minutes. So we did not hit that, but let's see how fast it is. So you have to run the Benchy there. So on the display for the Bambu Lab, there's like this little dinosaur, this little puzzle. There's a bunch of these preloaded, pre-sliced 3MF files in there, and you can just click the button. You don't even have access to them. I was trying to print it from the studio thing, which is what we're seeing now, but you don't even have access to them from there. So I read, and I guess it's some custom G code or whatever that will allow you to do that, but you have to run that specific one. So if you're not running that specific one, you put it on the extra draft preset and then put it in ludicrous mode. We're at 19 minutes now. It's looking like it's going to be 20, 21 minutes. So there's a 4 minute discrepancy there. So I'll take this one off and then I'll go click the button on the one on the display, and then we'll time that one as well and see what that one does. We're approaching 22 minutes. I think that's about what it's going to be, right? At 22 minutes. All right, 22:23 is what I have, so almost a 5 minute discrepancy there. All right, so let's go take a look at it. Oh yeah, yeah, you can see that one little place. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's I think where that spaghetti thing happened or whatever. But I'll be honest with you, that's one of the better Benchies. There's nothing in here. No strings or anything on there. That's the only little weird spot is right there. Otherwise everything looks good. Alright, let me get this stuff off of there. And then I'll start the one that's preloaded instead of just a normal Benchy. Alright. Plate back in. I'll go into the files, internal. Yeah, so there's a 3D Benchy 3MF that says 24 minutes. So that's the 7 minute prep and 17-minute print, or because we just did it in under 24, not much under 24, but it was under 24. It's not letting me choose a filament though in the filament selection. Interesting. Yeah, it won't even let me select the filament. It's telling me to put the green filament in slot 1, which I'm not going to do, which means it's going to print from slot 1, which is going to be the black eSun. So we'll scope it out. All right, I hit print on it. So we'll let it heat and do all that stuff. Yeah, this Benchy, that one little spot, man, everything else looks really good though. On the follow-up video, I will show the user display and what I'm talking about on that. Yeah, I've printed Benchies on my Creality on the highest quality settings, and overall this is probably better than any one that I ever printed. Which is nuts, because it only took 22.5 minutes. Yeah, so on this one I'm going to leave the ludicrous mode thing over here alone as well. I'm not going to touch that. And it's already showing that it'll be done in 20 minutes. So we'll see what everything does once it gets heated up and everything. It gets done purging the blue out. Looks like it's just doing that, and then it's going to do its thing. I wonder if it's going to do the flow test and all of that. No spaghetti this time, that's good, but we'll see if it spaghettis itself after the first layer like it did on that other one. Alright, let's see if it does its bed leveling and all of that, or if it's just gonna, yeah, it's doing some bed leveling. I don't know if you can hear that. It does this vibration check thing all the time too. I don't know if you can hear that, but it does this buzzing thing as it's calibrating. It's pretty crazy. Some people are telling you that this thing is loud. That's what they're talking about because it is kind of loud. Because that thing's in the other room. We can hear it all the way in here. Sounds like a hearing test or whatever. Alright, so it is going to do the flow test and everything. Here comes the LiDAR. It's on its final pass here. And I'll hit the start button. So in the little countdown thing, it's showing 18 minutes. Alright. And we're off. Still doing its little first layer thing. As we've been waiting, I've been reading on it, and I guess there's some kind of custom code, custom G code, and they're speeding it up and down during the print or something to get it to 17 minutes. But whatevs, we'll check it out, see what's up. 8 minute. 8.5 minutes, halfway there. It's showing 59% done on the little meter there. I wonder what would happen. Maybe that'll be a live stream for another day. If I put this Benchy in here with their little G code stuff or whatever, and then did ludicrous mode, I wonder what would happen then. I might try that. $10, saying 65% done. And it says it has 8 minutes left. So I think we're going to be really close to that 17 minutes. 13 minutes. I think we're going to make it. Go over here and look at the quality of this thing, but I'm imagine it looks pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, the same quality as the other one. I mean, it's perfect. It's insane how fast this thing is. Insane how fast it does that. My Creality's in a box, and it's gonna stay there. I ain't trying to wait on that thing and adjust the bed and the level and deal with the warp crap, all that. This thing's way better. $15. It's saying it has 3 minutes to go. I guess maybe you have to do this and the ludicrous mode to get it to the 16 and a half or 17. I don't know. We'll try that for a different stream. I'll be doing another chill and print here in a little bit. It'll be a pretty cool print that's coming out. Something cool that I came across on Thingiverse. Should be good. Put some chill music on. Good little thing to put in the background. And we'll watch it print. Alright, we're past 17. And it's almost to the little stack. Where it's doing the stack. It's almost there. Seventeen and a half. $18. 18 minutes, 8 seconds. All right. Appreciate everybody joining today. I appreciate everybody that's watching in the future. I'll be putting more streams out here. Like I said, new to this, so if you have any ideas, comments, suggestions, likes, dislikes, all of that stuff, appreciate it all. Have a great day.